fish on, little fish on. That little red breast. Look at that. Purple Meps. Little sunfish. Pretty little fish. Off of Purple Meps. Purple Meps. That's actually a little red breast though. Little cool beans. It's always fun. Not a keeper. Trust me, there's some in here that's bigger than the palm of my hand. But that is a pretty swamp red breast. That's a little one. Back we go. I'm actually trying to target I'm using a Purple Mep. Actually my target is just a decent bass or a possibility on a nice jackfish or big red breast. I know it's a little tough right now. Water's cold. They ain't the time of the year to be fishing for red breast. But kind of gold target was a decent bass or maybe a jackfish was really what I was shooting for. That's cool. Little red breast. Little red breast. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. You got to deal with all this brush and stuff. See, I keep knocking it down. Like I said, we are pure T. I am in the swamp. I walk up in here. So, but I'm gonna tell you what. Springtime, summertime, when the red breast is biting, oh, I can slap burn them up in here. But and you got to be careful. These lures are not cheap, and if you don't work them right and you don't pay attention, you will lose one. I done lost one already. Good thing it was old one. My third cast, I got snagged. And summertime I'll walk in and I'll get them. This time of year, I will not. I don't coon hunt no more, and I ain't planning on getting wet, so it's not worth it. It is and it ain't. Summertime I will. I'll retrieve my lures. I'll walk up in there and see if I can't get them out. It's a little cold to be doing that, so I won't be doing that now, obviously. But that's cool. Little red breast. Hey, at least we caught one fish. It's a fishing video. We caught a fish. I just want to catch something to ready to carry home. That's the biggest thing. So like I say, I got boots on, so I will walk down in here just a piece to make it a little easier high cast. And you also, there's beings in the swamp, man. You can hit any of these little pockets. It'd blow your mind. But winter and summer's totally different. I don't fish much in here during the winter, but they say the jackfish are biting is what I heard. But I'm not where they're catching them either, but I just figured if they're biting everywhere else, maybe they'd be biting here. Kind of we'll deal with that. And I hope y'all can hear me fine. I've got this GoPro now and I am not 100% on it. You know how it works and how the volume, every setup on it is. I'm still playing with it yet, learning it. So, but if we get another fish on, we'll cut it back on. Fish on, reeling it in. Got a good one. She's fighting. Oh, that's a nice fish. That's a bass. Called nice bass. Ooh, that's fun on a little rod and reel like that. Ooh, look at that, folks. Look at that. Good bass. Hey. And the thing is, in the swamp, folks, believe it or not, they don't get much better than this. I mean, you can catch some nice ones, but I'm going to tell you what. That right there, that's a good swamp bass. And we are in the swamp. This ain't at no pond, nothing like that. But that is a fun, especially on this little light tackle stuff. Man, that's fun right there. So, I'm going to tell you what, believe it or not, and most of y'all might not like this, but When you get in these swamps, it's different than in a pond or anything like that. But that's good eating. Take that thing, fillet it out. Good eating. This and jack, and your jack ain't, you know, you catch some jackfish, they're a little bit bigger than this. But like I said, this is, we ain't fishing in a pond, we ain't fishing in a lake. So, a little different ball game. Man, that was fun though. Real fun. Alright, folks, just missed that one. Let's see if we can't catch, if he'll come back to it. That gunner right there, he sees me, he's wanting to come over here. Keep throwing it though, he's right up over there. Probably another little bass. Like I say, bass in these swamps don't get big, so I mean, I guess if y'all don't understand them, but they not as big as what they do in lakes or anything. So, and you know, different sizes. It's about like a pond. If a pond gets overstocked, there's not enough room, then the problem is your bass don't grow. I don't know if that's how it is in the swamp, but I've caught about a pound, pound and a half, 2 pound bass is pretty awesome to catch out of a swamp. But yeah, I missed whatever it was. I was hoping he'd come back and hit it, but he didn't. So a nice fish on. That's a keeper. That's a keeper. Woo, look at that. Ain't the biggest we caught out of him, but I'm gonna tell you what, that's a good little red breast there. That was fun. Real fun. Yeah, they way bigger. And I'm gonna tell you what, that right there's a keeper. It ain't. Hope y'all getting this. And as soon as I go put my string over there, this is why you always carry a pair of needle nose with you too, because I'm actually using a size smaller than I normally use in here, which I see why I normally use the bigger ones. But yeah, it's good fish, good little red breast. So good eating size for out the swamp. They way bigger though. That's pretty size. Breast, folks, another good red breast. That's a real red breast. Look at the red in that thing yonder. Woo, that's pretty. Look at that, folks. Great gun. Man, that's pretty. That's a good one. That's definitely a keeper there, folks. It's a pretty fish. Ain't as big as what I catch during the summertime, but that's a good fish. Good fish. Ain't gonna argue with that at all. Catch a handful of them like that, that's good eating there, folks. Good eating. Swamp in the swamp. See if we can't get another one out of that hole. It'd be nice. See what we can do. Never know. Summertime, and keep throwing in the same hole like that. You catch multiple ones. There we go, folks. There we go. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look at that. And that's how you catch them. Look at that. Woo-wee. Now we done found the hole, folks. Now we done found the hole. Look at that thing there. They're getting bigger. That's fun. That is fun, fun, fun. And good eating. God almighty knows that's some good eating right there. Yes, sir. I guarantee you, if we lucky, we can pull another one out that hole. Set our reel down. Let's get this thing on the stringer. Now we done found the hole. That's what's key in here. You ever find that hole, you can catch them. You ever find that hole, you can catch them. Look at that pretty thing yonder. That's pretty right there. Alright, let's do it again. What y'all say? Let's see if we can snag another. Might get lucky. If not, we not being greedy. We got a couple with what we already got up there. That enough for a good little eating one night. Might do them next night or so while they're good and fresh. Matter of fact, now when I clean them, when I get home, I clean them. I think we're gonna fry them up tomorrow. You can't beat that. So, cannot beat that. If we can snag one or two more, that'd be perfect. Summertime, I'll get on in here and I'll walk this thing. I'll walk it for a long ways. Yeah, we might not have no luck. I think we done snatched them too. But I'm gonna tell you what, it's fun on this little light stuff. Okay. This little small tackle, catching these fish. There we go, look at that. There we go, got another good one. That's a good one there. That is a good one. Yes, sir. Look at that, folks. Golly, look at that rod. That thing there. You talking about fun, that's fun. I told you we'd get bigger. I told you we'd get bigger. Bigger and bigger we go. Yes, sir. Woo-wee. Bring the pole back up. That's good there. Look at that. Look at that red breast. Swamp red breast, folks. Swamp red breast. Look at that. Look at that belly. That's pretty there. You hear Gunner. Him and Tabby ain't far up there on the bank there. I walked down in here a little ways. But I'm gonna show you something. Look at that right there. Man, look at that. Ain't that pretty? Man, that's pretty. That is pretty. All right. Let's see what happens. Might be just as good as summertime. I ain't never really fished this time of the year doing this. We actually kind of figured we'd come down here and throw a video together and maybe we'd get lucky. I would say I'm getting lucky. Summertime I do really good down here. I'd come down here and I catch my limit with no problem. No problem doing this. Only difference is what I found most summertime, my lure color changes is really the biggest thing in it. bet if we keep on, I bet we'll snag another one. Got a feeling. If you find that hole, you get it right. You can snag a couple out of there. You can snag a couple out of there. And there's a hole that's on there. You just got to keep running across it. And one thing I found out, the depth you run that lure and the speed you run it makes a big difference. So you try to keep the same pace every time, because that's what counts also, believe it or not. So, well, let's see what happens. Alright folks, we've gotten back to the house, got the fish we caught. Tabby did put one little one in the bucket, but it was on purpose. As you can see, pretty little brim. That's actually a little brim, but I'm gonna show you where it's gonna go. There's a reason why she kept it. We're gonna release it in ours. I don't know if you can see them. We got 2 catfish in there actually, and there's a ton of brim, but here you go, buddy. So that's the reason why she kept that. But here we're gonna lay out what we caught and we fixing it. She done got everything together. Like I said, there's a big difference in bass. You know how you keep bass, but I didn't think that was bad for what little time we were down there. That's good eating size. Ain't nothing wrong with that out of a swamp. Now in a lake or something like that, then obviously you wouldn't keep that. So this is actually a brim here. No, that's a red breast too. But ain't too bad. And this is just us down there dinking around, so it's not bad. But we gonna get to work and get to cleaning them. And man, there's some pretty roosters. Look at the red in them things. Man, that's some pretty roosters. But we gonna get to clean them, and I think tomorrow night or night after tomorrow, we're gonna fry them up for me and her and little Gunner. And I mean, that's good eating. That's what you call good fresh fish. So, but y'all stay tuned for more, and thank you for watching Dylan Outdoors. Remember to hit the subscribe and like, hit the notification bell, leave comments, feel free. Thank y'all for watching.